So what's up with the pilot, Vos?
Yeah, what is this?
I
don't want to talk about anything, but you know.
Don't act like you have a bunch of pilots. Which one are we talking about?
Well, this one. Well, it's something for VH1.
VH1, yes, we've all heard of that.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot it next week. And, you don't want to really tell the storyline before it happens.
Oh. Yeah, that would just make people want to see it.
That was... well, it's going to be like a talk show.
It's like a call-in talk show.
Right thing, yeah. And it's going to... it's me and another person.
Will someone be calling and going, "Hi, is Daddy there?" I love that bit.
No, because I'm dodging her.
Does this pilot have a name?
Yeah, The Unhappy Hour.
Really?
Yeah, it's called The Unhappy Hour.
Perfect.
And you're going to be taking calls from people?
Yeah.
And discussing what? Anything?
Anything they want to talk about.
Anything they want to talk about. Any problems they might have?
They might have some problems, and we'll talk about it.
And you're there to solve their problems?
Well, no, myself and...
Get a tattoo of the Star of David. That solved my problem.
No, it'll be...
Start gambling.
Myself and a psychotherapist.
A real psychotherapist?
Yes. Yes, very good.
Okay.
I tested with 3 of them, and this one is great.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
This is good. So, I mean,
How can you help people? Your life's in the toilet. How can you help people?
From experience.
From experience.
Yeah. How to get a chick out of the car 30 seconds after you spill one in her face. You're an awful creep of a human. He's always saying, "I need a girlfriend." I'm like, well, you're not a nice guy. You're awful.
But I could see what I mean right there. I could tell him what not to do.
Did you just dump? Run.
Pull into the emptiest hotel and say it's sold out.
That's my favorite story of all time.
Dude, one time me and him, this is creep. We're in Pennsylvania. One time, this is true. We're in Pennsylvania doing a gig and we're hanging out. And Vos has a rap. He's talking to this girl. This is years ago. She's maybe a 5. Looks like Foghorn Leghorn's nephew. She has glasses. She's awful.
That little kid?
Yeah. She works for CBS. She's a horrendous Pennsylvania trash.
CBS, right?
CBS.
Yeah.
No, not the network. No, the pharmacy. And he gets her back to the room, and we're just sitting there, and she's showing us a tattoo on her ass.
Oh, my God.
And I'm trying to sniff, and he's giggling from the front, and she's like, she's going to leave, and he goes, "Do you just want to watch me and him, J.O.?" And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, just J.O. and you can watch." And she ran out of the room.
The parting shot. Like you saw that all your options were used?
Yeah.
I was being a team player. I tried to get the waitress to go in the closet
And
with
look
you.
at my mule, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's awful.
You're helping him out?
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me?
He's awful.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich. Hi. How you doing? How do you get a girl to watch you and your friend J.O. in a hotel room?
Well, from my experience, that's brilliant, man.
My favorite is when me and him were on the bed with a girl once. I told you the story in the air, but if you're new cities, and the girl's in the middle of us, and we're both whacking our bags, like she's in between us, of course.
That is so gay.
No, it's not. There's a girl between us. And he goes,
"Oh my God!"
He goes, "Hey, let's flip a coin, and the loser has to F her." To me, over her, he says. Wow, what a pig.
You are despicable. What did she do?
She just, I laughed nervously because he had a rod. He was real. I couldn't get a rod. I kept laughing. And then she gets up and gets off the bed for a minute. We look over at each other like, all right, we got to stop for a second. And this is what a selfish pig Vos is.
The loser has to have.
He finishes, right?
Oh, God.
He finishes. Then I'm on the bed with her. I'm packing like a half. He goes to the bathroom, and I guess there's a catalog in the thing, and I hear him going, trying not to puke while I whack my bag. It was awful, his cough. He was automatically out of the sex mood. Rotten little Jewish throat.
Did he finish like on the bed?
I didn't look where it went.
You're close enough.
I was looking at her and just trying to hope he didn't say anything else that made me laugh. I was laughing the whole time.
Where did you find this creature?
She was some girl he knew. She lived out of state. She came in for like 3 days, and we went to the hotel.
And then how do you start? What do you just, you're all laying on the bed, you're watching TV. How do you start just pulling your hog out?
It's called good cop, bad cop. And he will actually go, do you mind if me and him just say ho? And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Cut it out. Meanwhile, I'm unzipping my fly.
Oh, my God.
And he'll start. He's like, come on, just touch it. And she's looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. I'm like, go ahead, just touch it. Shut him up.
Holy smokes. That is sick.
But he's always the one that leads into these things. I'm never able to pull the girls that will do this. It's gotta be on
and she just stayed there. And was there? Did anyone get to have sex with her?
No, we didn't.
No. And did she even touch anybody?
She might have.
For me, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, the girl or Vos?
The girl.
Oh, okay.
Come
on.
I wouldn't want to gag him and hear that one.
Like I can get over those speed bumps.
Oh, my God. Hey, Louis, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to say that I think I've seen Rich Voss's show before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's called Love Line on MTV. Later.
Well, it's like a VH1 version.
Yeah, it could be. I never saw that show, so I don't know. I can't.
Well, they got a comic and a psychologist that sit and take phone calls and solve people's problems. So it's a little similar.
It's about Voss's Saturday night. It's called Never Mind the Black.
You're horrible. You can't use that C word. What did I say?
Anthony.
Do we have any more?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Anthony's going to bring up a good point here. Go ahead, Anthony.
Okay. Anthony, you said before something about how do you go about starting this whole J.O. Fest?
Yeah.
I want to know, Vos and Norton, how the hell did the two of you find out that you're comfortable even doing it together? Not even in front of another girl there.
Very good.
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you one of the first experiences I had with Vos that made me like, no, we could do it. It was not.
No, we can do this.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? Vos is getting out of my car. This is years ago. After a set. And I'm looking one way, and he goes, hey! And I turn around, and he's bent over with his a-hole open, laughing. And I laughed, and he closed my door and went into the parking garage and got his car. And then, wait, hold on, sir. I'm explaining here. You know. And then there was a time where he was dating a girl, and he's like, I'm going to try to get her to give me a Hummer while you watch, meaning me.
Yeah.
And I had scrapped
She was
at home.
hot.
Really hot. And I had just finished at home. Literally. Like my belly button really smelled like a fish. And I come into the city. This is when I lived in Jersey. And there they are. I walk by. I see Vos and his girl in the car. And I get in the back seat. And I can't even get a ride because I had just jumped. And, you know, she's humming them. And I'm like, you looking back at me like, yeah. I'm like, wow, cool. And we're just comfortable. Because, you know.
Yeah. Really?
It's cool. Who cares?
What's the big deal? It's not like we're touching each other.
Not at all.
What are you kidding
we don't
me?
even shake hands.
I know.
We're
I won't touch
disgusted by
him.
each other.
You kidding me?
You're like the perverted odd couple.
Yeah.
You got the...
Exactly. I'm a neat freak and he has AIDS.
Well, I got rid of it. I had soup.
Soup cured it.
Chicken soup, yeah.
Chicken soup cured the AIDS.
Yeah, I got rid of it for this week.
Thank you, Anthony.
See you later, guys.
How did they know we were comfortable together? I know.
That's it. Well, most guys don't do that with each other.
What are you kidding me? Never. In my life, I mean, I've had other friends where we've, I guess, you know, trained. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
You know, what's the big deal?
But you know what the thing is? You can't just start a story that you're laying there next to a girl on either side jacking. You can't just drop us in the middle of that story. We need a little background on how the hell you got to that point. That's all I was saying.
We do it all the time. Just it's funny. We don't care.
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, I'm not homophobic. I don't care. I don't think Vos is going to try to lick my mule again. I mean, there was one time I tell him, hey, look, that's for girls. He cries a little. And I say, look, nothing personal.
Oh, God. He had Ticketron's number on his mule.
April 18th.
I could go on air and say, and this isn't gay, but Norton's packing it. I mean, every other part of his body is pathetic. If you look at him, I mean, if you look at his no pigment, his physique looks like Jell-O, all right? But he's packing, see, and that's the whole thing. That's what gives him confidence.
Yeah, it's all
that must be
that's
it.
what, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I haven't seen bigger, but, you know, he's doing okay.
Sucked bigger.
So that's why if we're with a girl, like, I'm not going to follow him. I got to open.
Oh, there you go.
See? All right.
God damn,
Wow.
what a relationship you two have. That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Who knew the comedy circuit had this going on?
That's hilarious.
Any other comics ever join in your hijinks?
Oh, yeah, I've been on quite a few trains that I can't mention names.
Oh, really? Any that have been on this program?
One maybe.
One maybe.
Yeah. That's years ago, though.
Yeah.
I haven't been on, this is true, I'm 33, I haven't been on one of these probably in 7 years.
Right.
It was something you do at one point in your life. It's silly. And it's usually, they're not girls that you're dating, they're just girls that you hook up with and like in a kinky
There
mood.
you go. And kill them afterwards.
Yeah,
Whatever.
why not?
Whatever.
One time, weren't you with a girl and you used Patrice as a bed?
It was the time I've been to the Central Park store. I mean, we've had a few.
The Central Park store.
Oh, yeah, no, you know something? I forgot
There's
it.
a lot of new listeners.
What's the Central Park one? I forgot it.
That's a great story.
You want me to tell it?
I'll tell Paul, you tell Paul, because it was me and him were coming out of this place in the village, and this black girl walks up to
That
him.
doesn't sound good right away.
No. And a black girl walks up to him. She's gorgeous, and she goes, "Oh, I saw you at the comedy club." So then we're talking, all of us.
Yeah.
And Vos is smooth, man. So he gets her to go out. He buys her a drink. No, she had a drink.
We went to eat at a bagel place.
So she had one drink, and we went to eat at the bagel place on 54th and Broadway. And then he gets her into a peep booth somehow right next door.
No, I go, we're going to go watch movies.
Movies, yeah. Pornographic movies at a peep show.
I'll tell it up till Central Park, maybe.
You tell I'll tell Central Park, and you finish.
Look at you two, just like the girl.
Yeah.
You start, I'll finish.
I tell you, good cop, bad cop. It works. And meanwhile, they're like, I don't know who. And so we're like, he's got her in a peep booth, and they're fooling around, and I'm in the next booth just trying to like listen a little bit. So we go outside. It's like 3 a.m. We're standing by Rich's car. It's between Rich's car and a newsstand. He's making out with her, and he's feeling her up, and he's got, the old double knuckle lesson.
Right across from the Letterman Theater.
Right across from the Letterman Theater, yes. And I'm squatting down behind her, trying to put my hand up her dress.
Oh,
and
good.
she's disgusted. She wants nothing to do with me. But she really likes him.
Oh, God, you're the odd man out.
I'm like dating a chick with kids. I'm the kid like you tolerate even though you hate. He's like, all right, just let him do it. Let him do it. I'm like reaching up and I'm touching her.
Oh, that is horrid.
And she's feeling violated, but she likes him. And then we go to Central Park.
Well, but she finishes on Broadway, too.
Okay.
Finished with who?
She did.
Him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
You got it to shake?
On Broadway.
Wow, okay. So you go to Central Park.
Yeah, we go behind a tree. We didn't want to go too far in the park.
Behind a tree. Well, dangerous in the park, sure.
Over the wall, behind a wall or something. And and then all of a sudden, I forget what happened.
I don't.
God.
Well, she's going south on me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're, and
whistling without a problem.
And people, there's always there's a difference between reality and radio stories, too. Remember that out there. So she's going south on me. And
you're standing up, right?
I'm standing up.
Yeah, over,
no, I'm hanging from a tree to make her feel at home.
Oh, man.
No. Wait, hold on. Listen, so she's going south. And I look down, and I see his little bald head and tongue in a place you're not supposed to put your tongue.
Not.
Right? He's in a
my God.
But it looks like a kid who just found candy on Easter, right? And he's...
All you see is his eyes.
All I see is this little bald head.
Poking up from...
It looks like the cartoon Ziggy.
Right. Kilroy was here.
And I was like, he's standing, she's bent.
Oh, my God.
And I'm swatting. I'm swatting.
Yeah. So this girl's she's like a 10, too.
Hot.
So I finish, and I
my God.
I talk her into, I said, take care of my friend a little.
She's humming me.
Oh, I got to tell him the other story. So I go, take care of my friend, too. Right? And she does whatever. So we're driving home. We dump her or whatever. I told her the hotel was sold out. And, we're driving home, and I look at him. And I go, well, did you have a good time? He said, well, I was a little uncomfortable. I don't want to get my pants dirty. I go, what? You'll strange girls.
No, wait a minute. See, wow. Hold on. We almost made it through the whole story. You can't use the...
okay.
I said my legs are sore.
Right.
My legs are sore.
Your legs are sore and you don't want to get your pants dirty.
He said, why are your legs sore? I'm like, well, I was squatting. I didn't want to kneel and get my pants dirty. He said, you'll tongue a stranger's balloon knot, but you won't kneel and get your pants dirty?
What are you going to go home and your mother's going to look at the dirty pants? Jim, were you in the park again?
So, I believe this story is all part of an unsolved rape in the park, too. And it just sounds like a crime.
Wilding, she was jogging.
It's a crime.
I picked up 2 girls after a show, right? Or I met 2 girls. So I call Norton. He's working another club in New York. And one was maybe a 3.
Oh, yeah.
And these 2 goddamn guys.
No, was I on that show with you?
No, you were across town at the Haunted House over on First Avenue. And so I call, and they got a room at the Marriott Marquis, right?
Ooh.
I go, Jim, I got these two ladies I met after the show. They want to hang out. He got over there quicker. Right? I mean, he flew over. So we go up to the hotel. This girl was like a 3, and the other one looked like...
There was a decimal point. The 3 was the hot one. It was awful.
Right? So what did you think when you walked in and looked at the girl?
I was expecting American Indians to chase them with a spear. They were horrible.
Right. Really, she had to thank Greenpeace.
I almost carved my initials in her. She was a fat... They were awful looking.
Wow.
So, excuse me. I'm in the bathroom with one, right?
And I got the other one I'm on the bed
with. The one's like a 3 or 4. I'm in the bathroom with her. Right? I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'd change. I'd make a good boyfriend now. But, so I'm in the bathroom with her, and we're fooling around.
Of course.
And she's doing to me what Norton did in the park.
Oh, my God. The rusty trombone she's giving you.
Yeah.
That's when you're licking the balloon out, and then you give the reach around and start.
Well, so she's doing that. So the other girl,
my God,
the -2 wouldn't have anything to do with Norton, and you would think that between them they're a 1, right?
She wouldn't have anything to do with you?
No.
She was fat and awful, and I'm laying on my back on the bed, and she's kind of like riding on me with clothes on.
Yeah.
And she was horrendous, but she wouldn't go any farther.
So the other one, we come out of the bathroom, I finish, and I said, look, my friend just got out of prison or rehab. I said something. I go, he hasn't been with a girl for a while. Can you hook him up a little?
Hook him up a little.
Let me have a cigarette first.
Yeah.
You are so generous.
So he goes into the bathroom with her, comes out, whatever, and we're we're leaving. Again, I go, so you have a good time? He goes, yeah. I go, well, did you make out with her? He goes, yeah. I go,
live and you learn.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was true.
Did you notice a fragrance?
I had no.
So that thing under his tongue is my baby seat.
I didn't know.
She was licking balloon knots.
Apparently for a while. And you always know you're in for a classy evening when you walk in and the girl's sitting on the toilet finishing a cigarette. And I did a mule release, and believe me, pow, right to it. And well, I might add, really well. But I had no idea. He said, did you make out with her? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, dude, she ate. I'm like, yeah.
You know how many emails I get, what a pig I am, every time I tell these stories? But, it
hurts with girls. People think I'll beat a comic and get laid a lot. Musicians get laid a lot. Comedians tell stories like this, and women want nothing to do with you.
Well, it just sounds like there was a lot of action going on. It doesn't sound like you're really hurting for...
Not at all. But they think you're a pig.
Yeah, well, you are. Listen to these stories.
What? Little 2 men sharing a lady on the toilet.
On the toilet.
Yeah, just a girl on a toilet. If you're not licking chocolate out of it, you might as well help a couple comics out.